It's midnight. I have to get to the studio.
From Philadelphia, it's the only original late-night television show in town. Get ready for Raw Reality with Gail Kasper.
The Odd Squad, comedians Anton Schufert and Rob DeSantis. Go to rawrealitywithgailkasper.com for more details and contact information on all of our guests. I will be tweeting with you during the show, and don't forget, no serious allowed. Hey guys, how are you?
Good. How are you? I'm good, Gail.
I'm good. It's all about secrets. And
Yes.
I've bared my soul, so I gotta say, Rob, you gotta share your secret with me.
I will share a secret with you. If anyone has ever seen the show Hoarders, I am a hoarder. For the past 7 years, I've been hoarding breakfast sandwiches in my lower intestine.
And you know what? That better be true. Except I have a better secret on you.
Yeah?
I know what you look like first thing in the morning.
Are you just airing our business out in public? Is that what's happening?
Shh, I didn't know I wasn't supposed to say anything. Nice. Anton, your secret.
My secret is, when I go to nightclubs, I don't wear underwear. That way women enjoy dancing with me more.
I don't even want to ask you how that came about. That leads us to our first story. A 22-year-old, Amanda Grice, she has 50 uncontrollable orgasms a day. I mean, you can see her here. She's trying to control her orgasm. She's done everything from stand on her head to work out. She's been through therapy. She cannot take control of them. What do you guys think?
Ever since she danced with Anton, she can't.
She can't control.
She just can't stop.
It is.
You know what I think is funny about that is that's a fundamental difference between men and women, where if a man had that problem, he would be taking 25 naps a day, and it would just be misdiagnosed as narcolepsy.
I think what's funny about that is that she went to many doctors to find out what was wrong with her. And their diagnosis was the same as mine. Like, what?
Yeah. I know, they didn't tell her anything.
They didn't tell her. Because I heard woman in orgasm, I'm like, what's the problem?
Yeah, well, yeah. And I'm sure it gets a little strenuous when it's 50 a day, but the other side of that is I bet she's really very positive at the office. I bet they love her there. She's just saying, yes, 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 yes.
I think if a woman could have 50 orgasms a day, whoever made love to her first must be walking around really proud of himself.
Yeah, all right. Well, we've got our next video here. Pam Babcock, she's found a way to make the most of her surroundings. She never leaves her bathroom. She sat on her boyfriend's toilet for 2 years, afraid to leave the house. I mean, I thought that's why they had locks on doors, if you were afraid to leave your house.
Oh.
See, that seems like more the behavior of someone who has 50 orgasms a day. You can't get off the toilet, you can't move. But I can relate to that. I think we've all had a job that you've hated so much, you just get up and sit on the toilet and just waste 20 minutes playing Tetris on your cell phone. It's kind of like that, except her life is that bad.
Yeah, but do you know that if you work like that and use the bathroom too much, there are actually companies that will restrict the amount of times that you can use the toilet?
Yeah, but how do they know what I'm doing in there? That's ridiculous. I have the right as an American to sit in the toilet so long my legs go numb because I don't like my job.
That's why they call it an American standard.
Yeah. All right, well, wait to hear this story. All right, a guy stole a dead woman's identity for a woman running from a coke dealer. Yeah, he actually went to the funeral, got the identity, gave it to this other woman. As far as he knows, everything is okay.
That means it's possible that the letters I've been getting from my grandmother aren't real and she won't be at Christmas. That's all I'm hearing.
That's probably the case. It would be like the big bad wolf, like my grandmom. You have big teeth.
Yeah, I know, right?
Teeth you have.
People don't realize how often this stuff happens in America, though. I mean, there's actually a really famous story about a man in the 70s who was running from a coke dealer. He went to a funeral, stole an identity, and actually became a celebrity. And now everyone knows him as Martha Stewart.
Well, he didn't have to go to all this trouble. We actually found this business online. Check out this video.
Everyone deserves to live freely, whether you're a convict or an addict.
But for these people, it's not that easy. They're hiding out 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They need a new identity. I'm Grady with Grady Identity Services, and we don't believe anyone should live this way. Please say yes to identity donation so that others can start enjoying life. Wouldn't you like to give the gift of a new identity? Yeah, there you go. I know I invested.
Yeah, I'd like to be somebody else sometimes.
Yeah. And you can license my website, $19.95 a month. Just replace the photo and keep going.
Yeah.
Man. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and take a break. We'll be right back in just a minute. Welcome back. With us is Susan Trombetti. She is the CEO of Exclusive Matchmaking. You hear all kinds of secrets. I know you do. As far as I understand, your client information is confidential.
Yes.
So let's go ahead and talk about that.
Okay.
Or better
With no
yet,
name.
yeah, exactly. Better yet, give us a big secret that you can share with us.
Well, actually, I'm sort of a hoarder, so not
Okay,
really, not that
there
bad.
we
But
go.
I'm Big Ben, the slob, the big slob.
Aw.
About myself, yeah. I'm working on it. I have an organizer.
All right, well, come on over to my house anytime you want. We can work on it together. But all right, we've got the top secrets for men and women. And according to women, this is redbook.com, some of the biggest secrets: spending more on clothes than they're willing to admit, spending time thinking about sex, they're nervous about commitment. I don't know if you can believe that one. I know I am. Telling someone that they like their haircut even if they don't, telling a partner that they ran into an ex, and also faking an orgasm. So guys, is that a bad thing to do for a woman to fake an orgasm?
I don't really care if a woman fakes an orgasm or not. I just want her, if she's faking it or not faking it, to make it loud enough so my neighbors know.
Yeah, that's right. It buzz that.
All I heard when you were just talking was that women get away with lying constantly.
I know, you didn't even say, those aren't secrets, those are
Those
lies.
are lies. Okay, men don't do that. I want to go
When
on the
their lips
record.
are moving.
I want to go on the record right now and say I've never faked an orgasm. And if you don't believe me, you can ask any ex-girlfriend or the socks in the back left in my drawer.
Well, I don't know, Susan, you can back me up on this one, but I don't believe in faking orgasms. I think there needs to be open communication so that it's a win-win situation
Yes.
for both parties,
Yes.
Anton.
First of all, every time
No show for the neighbors. Make you look good.
If a man is there, he already won.
First of all, let's keep the communication to a minimum.
All right, so Susan, what do you think? Secrets for women, is
Okay,
that pretty-
clothes, shoes, they lie, you know.
Okay.
And I mean, saying you bought those Jimmy Choos on sale is, you know, really still a lie because they're really expensive and it's an omission. So yeah, I think women lie about clothes all the time. Purchasing clothes, shoes. I think after Sex in the City, I mean, shoes are
Everybody.
outrageous and we're all lying about our shoes.
All right, well, they also asked men in terms of common secrets, all right? This comes from yourtango.com. Now, number one, sex is important. Duh. Men don't feel romantic if we're nagging them, leaving the toilet seat up, whatever that might be. Men don't like women's entertainment because unless they're going to get sex at the end of it. And when women say they want to talk, they don't like that because guys automatically think that we're pissed because naturally women don't like to talk about the things you like to talk about, which is ESPN and sports and South Park and The Simpsons.
Yeah, anytime a woman says she wants to talk, it's never about that. It's always about something I've done wrong. And I don't want to talk about that.
Susan, what do you think? Do you agree with those things for men?
I think that, let me see, I think that it's a big lie that men think about sex all the time. I don't think they think about sex all the time. I recently read this study that said, sorry guys, okay,
I'm thinking about
that
sex
we've been
right now.
conditioned to believe that you guys do, but it's actually the women that think about it more. So that's what I think. I think that's a big lie. You all aren't thinking about it as much as us girls.
I actually just
And-
want to point out that none of those were secrets or lies.
I know, right?
None of them. And that's really the major
Yes.
difference, again, between men and women.
You're admitting
None
the
of
fact
those.
that you're not thinking about it all the time.
None of those were lies.
Well, here we go. I mean, we actually found this video online because I do think that this is all a cover screen for you guys just don't want to lose control in your life. So this is what we found. Check this out.
Hey,
Hey, you look great. I love that shirt on you.
thanks. So where do you want to go for dinner?
Geez, I thought we'd watch the game.
Okay.
I brought pizza and wings.
Okay. Do you want some wine?
You know what? I'll take a beer.
So, how was your week?
Shh, the game's on.
That was a great game. So, how have you been?
I had a great time. I'll call you.
When are you gonna call?
So how often does this exist? About as often as women, ask men to marry them?
That never exists.
Oh,
Not
true.
I concur.
You could go over. A woman's not gonna come over your house and that. I once went over a woman's house. She was all when we was watching the NBA championship, but it was a first date. It's one big facade. It's like that's not gonna happen a lot.
Rob, you were going to say something.
I just thought it was funny that in that video, they were dating someone that just resembles my own type so much. It was just, the guy in the video can get some, but someone like me who's exactly like him.
And I was going to say that, too. All right, we're going to go ahead and take a break. We'll be right back with Pass or Fail with Gail.
Oh, I don't know.
No, I'm saying not for sex, for monogamy.
I don't know about that.
Women are mixing up. You're mixing.
Welcome back. This is Pass or Fail with Gail. This is where we take a real-life scenario and the Odd Squad grades them with a pass or fail. Just a reminder, I will be tweeting with you at Gail Kasper fans. All right, are you ready?
Ready.
Yes, great. Here is our first story, and this comes from Anonymous. Shocking. I inherited a diamond engagement ring worth $20,000. I sold it and replaced it with a much cheaper version. And though I've been married for 25 years, my wife doesn't know that she doesn't own the original. Ha ha ha. I'm gonna go ahead and both pass and fail that. Pass and fail that. Pass it because I think it's a good business decision. You have to put the money towards something really great, and I'm going to fail it because you didn't tell her. Hey, you got to tell her. Show what the marriage is really worth. You know what I'm saying? Well, what do you think, Susan?
I'm going to fail it. I think it's very dishonest. Had he told her that's what he was doing, that would be totally acceptable. But it's just dishonest, and she's walking around, and probably her friends know. Someone knows if they know diamonds, and they're like, oh, that's not a $20,000 diamond. So it's really it's a sad secret.
Yeah, but what if he wouldn't have married her, or she wouldn't have married him?
Well, if she wouldn't have married him.
Ladies, seriously, it's not your marriage. It's not your marriage. I'm gonna give you.
It's not about the ring.
I'm gonna give it a pass, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because she didn't inherit a $20,000 ring. He did, and then he gave her a ring. So, and she got married. So he don't owe her an explanation. That's not. He don't owe her an explanation because that ring is not $20,000.
I don't like what you had to say, so Rob.
I'm saying pass, and I'm saying pass because no piece of jewelry is worth $20,000. And if that is going to make or break why you marry the person, Gail, did I really hear you say that a second ago? Is that what you said? I was
I would hope it wouldn't.
I can't buzz this enough times.
I would hope it wouldn't.
Right?
But there should be some honesty and integrity.
I mean, all
in
I
the
had was a
situation.
little band when I was married.
She got a ring.
All right, we're moving on to the next one. I'm married. My husband stopped having sex with me 5 years ago. I sleep with men from Ashley Madison, Craigslist, and random pickups. I don't regret this, but I will regret this if I'm murdered and miss raising my daughter. Okay, well, that's a whole separate issue, first of all, if God forbid something happened to you. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fail this. Number one, I really think that, or major thing here is I really think that if you did have sex 5 years ago and you're not now, that your husband may in fact might be having sex with people from Ashley Madison, Craigslist, or random pickups. And you guys in fact might run into each other, so I think it needs to get out there in the open. You need to talk about it. Susan?
I'm going to fail it. And the reason I'm going to fail it is because I think, well, despite whatever he's doing, there's a problem. You're both cheating yourself. You need to get it out in the open, just like you said, and either make it work so that you both can be happy, or move on so that you both can be happy. That's my thought.
I'm going to pass this because I don't want to live in a world where I agree with you two.
We've really made a good time here with this whole buzzer situation.
I'm going to fail him. I'm going to
Because?
fail him. Because
Her.
first of all, no, them.
Oh, them.
I'm failing them, okay? I'm failing them because I guarantee you that marriage is still happening because she has a $20,000 ring. And second of all, I think the whole logic is I'm doing it for the sake of my daughter is ridiculous because she's going to be a lot more scarred when she grows up and realize that mommy didn't just have a bunch of uncles.
All right, relax. You're just getting laid on the side.
A bunch of uncles. So they just have a loveless, sexless, nothing marriage.
Yeah, but she has a really nice ring, so it's okay.
That's not even the same
It's
marriage.
a different one.
Material.
I know, it's just...
Yeah, but you're right. I got it. You know
Sour
what?
marriage.
Her relationship, actually,
She can
she's
always
not
take her
sexless.
ring and wear
She's
it on the
actually going out there and having sex.
You know what? I don't want to talk to you guys anymore. We're going to go ahead and go to a break. We'll be right back. Can you, Tess, let me know when the sketch is over, how much time I have left? Are you able to do that? Because that's going to, I need, I think, 20 seconds to get out, but I'll know if I have a few extra seconds to talk to them. Guys, we may have about 5 seconds each after this next sketch. There's a sketch coming up, but 5 seconds each to comment on it.
What's the sketch?
It's a secret that the government has on the government shutdown.
Really?
That sounds too smart for us.
They have a secret we don't know about. I'm excited to hear it. That was the
Welcome back. Secrets, we've all got them, even the government. There's been a lot of talk about what really ended the government shutdown. Well, we found out why. Check this out.
Monique, you're on.
Oh, hi, I'm Monique. You are not going to believe this. It was 1987 when the NFL brought in replacement players, and now the government is bringing in replacement congressmen. This entire government shutdown is one political disaster. So let's take a quick look at our representatives, our replacement representatives. They are waiting to take the podium.
Oh, Ma, can you see me? I'm on TV.
Excited to make a difference in our country. As you might guess, our existing representatives are not very happy.
How can you do this? This is so wrong.
And that's why we don't shut the government down on a year-to-year basis. This hearing is a sideshow. It's political theater.
It looks like we're going to get started. That is Candy Ruelli at the podium.
It's such an honor to be here with all of you.
So what are you going to do representing us?
Well, regulate the nail salons, God, the course. Like, it's such a ripoff. I mean, I went to the Hill, and, where all those Congress people go, and they told me that, I needed to have a bill in place. Like, what do I need a bill for? Like, why do I need to have that? Like, I got enough bills. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. And, they need to worry about their own bills, because then maybe the government wouldn't be going out of business the way that it is.
Amen to that. Now, here's Clyde Malloy. He is a mechanic from Ohio.
Clyde!
He will be replacing Speaker John Boehner.
No, it's Boehner, not Boner.
That's not the way it's spelled. John Boehner. Let's just hope that Clyde has the gavel. That was quite a scene earlier today.
John Boehner, give Miss Patty the gavel. Give Miss Patty the... Look, John. Miss Patty's got a baba for you. Baba. Oh. Do I need to give you a spanking? Give me the gavel. Give.
Change is not easy for some people, but Clyde has the gavel, so let's hear what he has to say.
So you'll be replacing Speaker Boehner. What will you do differently?
Support the president.
Do you think that would keep the House from being so divided?
Yeah.
But Representative Boehner has a full website of all of his own initiatives. Are you going to meet with the president?
Yeah, we're going to change all that.
This is so exciting. Oh, and we do have a reaction from the president on all of this. I know I'd be worried about my job if I were an existing representative.
Honey, you can't say that.
Clyde. Can you believe it? Replacement congressman.
I can't believe I'm on the same show as the President of the United States. That's awesome.
I didn't know the president had those kind of dance moves.
I love it. All right, for all of tonight's tips, go to rawrealitywithgailkasper.com. Thank you to our sponsors, GetMainLobster.com, the Crown Plaza in Cherry Hill, the Philadelphia Visitors Channel, and all of you for joining us. We'll see you next time where we whine about tantrums. Have a great week, everybody.